Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon for some people. Welcome to yet another stream, again about SQL. If you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're here again, welcome back. I appreciate you tuning in today. Today I'm going to be continuing my journey on DataCamp with the SQL Fundamentals track. This is a SQL course composed of different sub-courses. I mean, it's a track with multiple courses in it. I also have a new microphone set up, so do let me know if some of the audio settings are off or music's too quiet, too loud. It's always a bit tricky to get that just right. And if you're tuning in, let me know where you're watching from and why you've tuned in today. Like last time, I'll just be making progress on my intermediate SQL. This is where we stopped last time. Let me just bring that up for you guys. So this is where we left off. And yeah, we will continue with this intermediate SQL. We did this assessment last time, or I did this assessment last time, and I scored very well. I'm very happy about that. In the 95th percentile, so that's really cool. But I think I still have lots to learn, which is why I'm gonna keep making progress. So yeah, I've put on a little bit of a chill playlist today. We're gonna have a chill February stream. It is the 1st of February, so welcome to February of 2021. And I hope that you enjoy the stream. So diving right in, first thing we see is this is about basic correlated subqueries. Correlated subqueries are subqueries that reference one or more columns in the main query. Okay. Correlated subqueries depend on information in the main query. I'm not always familiar with the terminology. And by the way, if you have questions, or if you're interested about something in particular, please write in chat. I have it open next to me. You don't see it, but I have it open next to me. And that's the whole point of doing this exercise in real time, so that people can ask questions. And like I mentioned last time about DataCamp, in particular about what I'm showing, I don't have any problem showing the content, but the videos I shall be skipping because I don't feel it's right to share the video here on my channel as well as in the VODs afterwards. If you've missed some of the last streams, I upload them on YouTube. The link is in my channel. On here on Twitch, you can find the link to all of my previous streams since December. And I'm working on getting the most recent one up as well. That should not take too much longer. It should go up today. And so with a new track comes the beginning of this exercise. Correlated subqueries are evaluated in SQL once per row of data retrieved, a process that takes a lot more computing power and time. So they're telling us to be careful with our computing power, otherwise they'll have to buy more servers. I don't think that's the reason they're saying that. So we will practice using correlated subqueries to examine matches. So this track is a little bit louder than the last ones. just gonna lower that a little bit. So, country ID. So we obviously got the country ID from match, and they've named match main for some reason. They could have just used M. Country ID main dot date. Is it called date? Yeah, it's called date. Main dot home goal. Main dot away goal. Those are the 4 that we need. All right. Select average. Sub dot home goal. Complete the subquery column references so that country ID is matched. Country ID equals sub dot country ID. Let's run it, see how it goes. So if you are watching, do write in chat. I haven't seen anyone write yet. Maybe no one's here yet. But if you are watching, do let me know. Oh yeah, you could see that that took a bit of computing power. This is what they wanted. Okay. There's a bit of weird stuff happening with the audio today. Give me 1 sec. I'll probably have to figure that out next time before I stream next, but there's some weird audio bugs today. Oh, Katerina, nice to see you. I know you joined for last stream, but you didn't say anything. Maybe you didn't hang around for so long. So this looks like it could be the right answer. How are you, Katerina? Are you doing well? Wonderful. Correlated subqueries take longer to produce results, but they often prevent you from having to create multiple subqueries. Yeah, I guess. I don't find these particularly useful, to be honest. Nothing that I've never been able to solve with a good common table expression. Multiple conditions. Note, this query may take a while to load. So they're already warning us. What's not bad, Katerina? Are you referring to my new microphone? Because I'm quite happy with it, but I have some weird audio buggy things I need to sort out. It's probably a Mac problem, Mac OS problem. Maybe need to restart or something like that. So again, this main alias here. Main.date. Main home goal. Main dot away goal. Okay. Filter for matches with the highest number of goals. Complete the subquery. Fill in the correct logical operator so that the total goals equals the max goals. Equals. Select max home sub dot home goal blah blah blah, where country ID and season. So main dot country ID is country ID, and main dot season, do we even have? Yeah, I guess we have it. So they're using two join keys here. I almost pressed reset to sample code and I would have probably rage quit, but we didn't need to do that. So that's good. I'm happy about that. Katerina, are you going to be streaming later today? Could wander over to your stream after I do this. Depending what time I finish, of course. So this seems correct. Thank you for taking forever to submit. Very useful. So you may have to wait for the data to load. 2021 and we're waiting for data to load, people. Oh, another video. Boop. I got it. We only got 250 XP today. We can try and get over my personal best score, which was something like 4,000. When I did the first part of the SQL track, I did it in one go, which was, yeah, that was a bit, I wouldn't recommend that to everyone. So, select the season and max goals scored in a match. Match dot season. Oh, we don't have a join here, so we can just do season. Max goals. Max home goal as max goals. That's how I would have named it too. What else we got? Select the overall max goals scored in the match. Complete the first simple subquery. Max home goal plus away goal from match as overall max goals. Max number of goals scored in any match in July. Max home goal from match where ID in. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely reasoning to doing this in a subquery, but I personally feel like doing this in a common table expression would make it much easier to read afterwards. For someone auditing your query afterwards, you know, because I read a lot of other people's queries and people have to read mine, so I feel like it's not most conducive to that, let's say. Yeah. How do you guys feel about nested subqueries? Where ID in, select ID. What do we need? Yeah, we just need the ID here. Month from date as July max goals. So this is where it gets very confusing, is because this part here actually belongs to the where condition. And you almost don't notice this second bracket here, which actually belongs to the whole select, which is why this alias here refers to the entire thing here. That's why I don't like subqueries, or at least if you're going to do a subquery, you should probably do something like that, where it's clear that this belongs to this whole string here. Run it. This may take a while. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, so the max goals scored in a match were by season. The overall max goal was always 11. And in July, it was always 7. Really? That seems... in the outer subquery. Great. I won't rate it. You'll forgive me for not rating the exercise. Nest a subquery in from. Okay. Generate a list of matches where at least one team scored 5 or more goals. Well, okay, we could have done... They could have done just home goal plus away goal, but I guess you can also do it this way. So that's that. And now... So I was hoping for very advanced things today. So far, marginal. Oh, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Just had to sort out this small audio glitch, which is a bit annoying, but it will probably accompany us for the rest of the stream today. But that's okay. So if you have questions, just feel free to write in chat. I'm going to continue with this exercise of nesting a subquery in a from. So let's see. Let's use a nested correlated subquery to perform this operation. Okay. In the real world, you will probably find that nesting multiple subqueries is a task you don't have to perform often. That is true. You may find yourself struggling to properly group by the column you want or calculate information requiring multiple mathematical transformations. Average of a count. Okay. Nesting subqueries and performing your transformations at one step at a time, adding it to a subquery and then performing the next set of transformation is often the easiest way to yield accurate data. Not sure I 100% agree on this one. Count match IDs. Okay. That's fine. From match. Select blah 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 from match where blah 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 away goal 5 something. What do they want us to do here? Turn the query from the previous step into a subquery. Yeah. Set up an alias to subquery. Where home goal is 5. What do they want us to do? I don't even understand this. So that's an alias, but what's here? Where home goal? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, does that even work? I don't know what they want here. Run it. Yeah, yeah, we need to have a select. I don't understand what they want here. I'm taking the hint because I don't understand. Place the subquery inside parentheses. Yeah, I did that. Because... Okay. But it still doesn't like that. Okay. Select country ID, season ID from match where home goal greater than or equal to 5 or away goal greater than or equal to 5 as subquery. No, that can't be. No, it's not right. This is right. Count the ID column and group by the 2 non-aggregate columns, country ID, season. This is crazy. Let's run that. This works just fine. Oh, I know why. Because the comma is not here. What? Country ID is ambiguous. Okay, show me this. Seriously. Oh, you're kidding. Okay. Great. Well, they wanted us to replace it. That's not one I was gonna understand. Okay. I will chalk that up to being poor instructions. C.name as country. Calculate the average matches per season. Fine. Average something is the matches. I think we'll have to do that after. We'll need this left join. Left join, country ID, season, count ID as matches. From, you see what I mean? Like this is super confusing to read. If you didn't write this, I mean, it's just, group by blah, blah, blah. So this whole thing here, nested select from, what are we referencing? High scoring matches per country. And so we want the one from the outer join. So it's the outer s dot Average seasonal high scores. What's the score? Country season matches, country season ID. Oh. Is that right? Outer S ID doesn't exist. Oh, is it? Sorry. Country ID. That can't be. Average number of matches makes more sense. There we go. Oh boy. Lovely. Oh, glorious. We have reached the pinnacle of SQL. I mean pinnacle. We've reached the point in SQL where I am truly excited now. Common table expressions. Oh, this is great. In chapter 2, you generated a list of countries. Okay. Select match list as. So I would use the with clause in normal cases, but we can just use a select. Blah, blah, blah. You can list one or more subqueries as common table expressions by declaring them ahead of your main query, which is an excellent tool for organizing information and placing it in a logical order. Exactly. That's what we like. Logical order. How many of you in chat have already used a common table expression? I'm curious. Country ID. Match ID. Left join. Match list. ml.id. This should be correct. Ooh. Using the country ID. League dot. Select the country ID and match ID from the match table. Left join the CT to the league table using country ID. So the match list has country ID in it. This is not correct. This should be country ID. Syntax error near. Well, I don't think it likes this. It's doing that weird sound thing again. There we go. See, because if I do like this, then it cuts the music for you guys, but not for me. And I want you to hear the music. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing it this way. I mean, you don't see that configuration, but I'm doing that so that there's a bit of music and not just my voice the whole time in the stream. I don't understand this error. What is the issue here? Select match list as select blah 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 from. Yeah, this is totally fine. And there's no comma because there's only one CTE. Do not understand them what they mean here. L.countryID. So the reason they're doing a nested subquery here, I mean nested, the reason they're doing it this way is because they're selecting a pre-list of matches, which is what I would do. And then left join match list on L.countryID. Let's call it match list instead. Maybe there's some issue with the alias, I don't know. No, it still has a problem with line 2. This has to be a with, no? Ah, there we go. It had to be a with. They didn't tell us it had to be with. But it had to be with. Switzerland Super League. 0 matches. You rearrange the query to produce similar results in a from. Isn't this much easier to read? Absolutely. That's what I said before, that I would have done it this way. All right. Previously modified a query based on a statement. This time let's expand on exercise by looking at details about matches with very high scores. You can join tables inside a CTE. Yes, you can. With match list as select something as league. So from match, what do I want to name? Something is the league. Maybe it's the name. It's just not loading this for me at the moment. It's taking a long time. Let's refresh. All right. So with match list as match dot something is the league. From the match. What would this be? I don't know. I guess it's the ID. No. I don't know. Stage? Oh, hold on a second. It's to the left join. Ah, yeah, so L.name is the league. Date is from match. So that's m.date. Then we want the home and away goals. So the m.home goal, m.away goal, and what else we got? Left join, select league, date, home goal, away goal, from match list, filter by total goals, 10 or more goals. Run. There we go. Problem solved. CTEs are like my jam. Okay. CTEs are much easier to read than multiple subqueries. Yes, absolutely. Oh, why would you do this? CTEs with nested subqueries. Oh, that's just nasty. Why would you do this? Okay. Goals from match where ID in, select ID from match where season is 2013, 2014, and extract month from date equals August. So this should already work. Country ID and goals, that's fine. A couple dupes in there, because they make more than one goal. Select the league name and average number of goals in the CT. L.name, left join, match list, ML. Oh, they don't want us to alias it. You can see here, match list dot country ID. ID, country ID, yeah. Yeah, so we want the average number of goals in the CTE, which would be match list dot goals. Voila. Should we call it something? Let's call it average goals. It's just nicer. Better not be wrong. Oh, you. They didn't want that. Fine. Wow. Deciding on techniques to use. Skip. Okay, I just got XP for skipping the video. All right, get team names with a subquery. Let's solve a problem. How do you get both the home and away team names into one final query? Out of the 4 techniques we just discussed, this can be performed using subqueries, correlated subqueries, and CTEs. Create a query that left joins team to match in order to get the identity of the home team. Left join team as T on blah blah blah. So like this. Now we can do a second version. If your code is timing out, you probably have made a mistake in the join. Read the provided code and comments carefully. Home and a team. I guess this is inner join. Otherwise we wouldn't want them to match. So this is on home dot match ID. Which ID is it? Is it the match? M.id is a match ID. So it must be home.id. This must be right. Okay, so we want the home dot theme long name and inner join blah blah blah, get the away team ID in the subquery, match dot away team ID. How is everybody doing today? Did you have a good Monday so far? Or if it's also evening for you, like it is for me, it's 9:45 p.m. here. Did you have a good Monday? Ah, that weird sound bug again. Not sure why that's happening. Further investigation required. So inner join away.id equals m.id. And now this is the away team long name. Let's run it. Ooh, okay. Home.team long name does not exist. I see. We don't even need to use the aliases. Very nice. Much convenient. There we go. Does it like the inner join? Yes, it does. Wonderful. Get team names with correlated subqueries. Let's solve the same problem, but with a subquery. Select team long name from team as T, where match the team API ID column from team to match. Okay. We'll run more slowly than the previous exercise, obviously. Use a correlated subquery, match the team API ID column from team API ID equals home team ID. Oh no, that's not. No, it's m.id team ID. That should be right. Wonderful. Now we have the second part. Away team's name. Team API ID equals m.away team ID. Okay, we can use an alias to make it pretty. Select the home and away goals. What are these? Yeah. m.home goal, m.away goal. Cool. Blah, blah, blah. Get team names with CTE. Wonderful. Select match ID and team long name from match. Oh, we don't have the team long name. Ah, we have left join first. Join these two tables together. Team on T dot, what's this team API ID? Equals m dot home team ID. Oh, m.id. Code is ambiguous. That's correct. Declare the query from the previous step as a common table expression with home as select star from home. And then we do our away CTE. Away as blah 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 on m dot id. No, what's the match? It's the away team ID. Away team ID. Join it to the first CT on the ID column. So from home, inner join away on away.id equals m.id, right? No, wait a second. What alias is this? Home. Yeah. So it's joining. Oh, line 1. What? Oh, I had it highlighted. My bad. I really like this track. Serious baseline. That seems correct. Wow, you now know 3 separate ways to manipulate and transform data to produce a complex query result. Awesome. Oh, there's a quiz. Nice. Let's do the quiz. So was anyone following that? I didn't see any questions or comments in chat. So the previous 2 exercises demonstrate that in many cases you can use multiple techniques. Based on what you learn, which of the following statements is not true regarding differences in use? Correlated subqueries can allow you to circumvent multiple complex joins. Are declared first. This is true. Correlated subqueries can reduce the length of your query. No. Multiple or nested sub. This is not right. This is true though, actually. You could get around doing joins. Yes. Boom. It's over. I love how punny they are in this course, honestly. It's hilarious. Oh dear. It's really like they use every chance they can. It's great. So we're going to skip the video as normal. Okay. I would like to skip this track. Next. So this is about over, which is a window function. Window functions are great because they take an entire data set and you pass an aggregate function within, well, it says it here. Allows you to pass an aggregate function down a data set, similar to subqueries. It's faster than a subquery, which is why I don't use subqueries. And the over clause has a wide range of additional features like partition by and order by. And that's really cool. So it's good for me to practice over because I don't use it so often. And it is good for me to practice it and get to know it a little bit better. So we take the ID from the match. We want c.name, I believe it is, as country. M.home goal. The usual by now. Use a window to include the aggregate average in each row. So this is really cool. So we do over. Wait a second, where's the average happening? What the? You will revise some queries from previous chapters using the over clause. All right. Calculate the average number of goals scored overall. So normally I would do average. The average what? Ah, right, it's plus both. So m dot away goal. So if we do that, then it runs the average for the entire data set, which is super cool. Nice. Basic window function, just like a subquery in select, except it's way better than a subquery, let's be honest. Okay, so what's over here? Reminds me a little bit of Mortal Kombat. Get over here. Window functions allow you to create a rank. Ah, now we get to the cool stuff. Select l.name as league. Average. So this is where it gets interesting, right? Because we start to use really advanced analytical functions in SQL to actually find out stuff that we didn't know yet. So let's see. Average m dot home goal. As usual. We have a weird silence at the end of the track, which means we go to the next track. Rank. Over. Select the league name and average total goals. Complete the window function so it calculates. Sorry, just had a big yawn. So it calculates the rank of average goals scored across all leagues. Well, this will be average m dot home goal, m dot away goal from match. And what do we put in here? Order the rank by the average total of home and away goals. Order by, oh no, we don't need that in there. Oopsies. Didn't mean to do that. So there were two blanks here. So league rank. What's the last bit missing? Rank each league according to the average goals. Rank each league. So the league is already in there. But maybe we need both. Nah, there's something weird here. What is happening? I guess it is the order by. Oh, right, because otherwise it ranks them improperly. Of course. Voila. So it's actually... They've scored the least amount of average goals. We actually have to do order by descending, right? There we go. That's correct. Oh, I see. Yeah, they want us to do it down there. column league seems to be incorrect. Order by the query by the rank you created. Yeah, okay. The default order is from smallest to largest. Yeah, okay, they wanted to show us that. Fine. Flip over your results. Ha! That's what we just did. This will be an easy one. Voila. Now we shall... Now it's correct. That's just what we did before. I guess we were too fast for DataCamp. Your window function will apply the filter that you include in your where clause. Yes. Okay, that's very good. Oh yeah, partition time. This is where things get a bit complicated. So bear with me, chat, while we figure this out together. Sorry about that, I got distracted. Doesn't seem to be very busy today, so we might not stay on too long, unless someone comes in and asks a lot of questions. Let's see. I will get through this, the rest of the window functions, and then that's the end of the course actually, so I'm sure we can get through this today. So we want to calculate the average goals. Warsaw League. Okay. Just got an email from DataCamp as well. So they obviously want me to do other courses. Calculate the average goals scored partitioned by season. Average goals. Partition the window functions by season to calculate separate averages. Average goals? Is it goals? Goals from match. Kiwi Gamer Romania. Wow. Oh, thank you for the follow as well. And hello, how are you today? I was just saying before that I was hoping someone would come in and ask questions. So your timing is excellent. Are you learning SQL for data science? Not only. I'm not a data scientist, but I do a lot of data analysis work, and SQL is extremely useful. And I'm challenging myself by doing the DataCamp SQL course. I already know SQL, but I'm, let's say, polishing my skills, making sure that they're up to scratch. I would like to become a data analyst. I'm glad to hear that. I think it's a great job. It has a large future, I would say. Definitely. Calculate the average goals scored partitioned by season. Do we partition first or do we do the average first? That is the question. Partition by season. That doesn't seem right. But I mean, I am very far away from that. Well, how do you know how far away you are? Have you, I don't know, have you done some skill assessments or something like that? I mean, DataCamp offers that as well. It's not the only way to do it, of course. I'm just trying to master math for now, aren't we all? That is also one of my weak points. I don't know, why is this? This one I find very difficult now. The goals. So this is the total of the goals. So we want to average. So that's right. Partition by season. That seems like it could be right. What are you doing specifically, Kiwi, to Oh, I also would like to go to the Math Olympiad next year, and this year I'm preparing and there is a lot of stuff to learn and work. Wow, what's the Math Olympiad? I've never heard of that. Is that like a global competition for oh wow, yeah. Math comps, but very hard. It sounds like it, definitely. But is it like algebraic math or also like forecasting and time series trend analysis and things like that? I would like to go to the local one. Where are you based? Which one is the local one for you? I don't think this is right. Ah, okay, so it's by country. Yeah. There are international ones too. Yeah, I mean, it's like the real Olympics. But those are pure hell. Any math competition is my definition of hell, I think. I would prefer to do data analysis competitions like on Kaggle, but I'm still very far off being ready to do those kinds of things. Also because a lot of them are, I would say, founded in data science approaches and not just analytical approaches themselves. You know, calculating models and things like that, and I'm not able to do that yet. Something I'd like to focus on this year. Getting better at R, for example. But math basics, I admire you for spending a lot of time doing that. Oh, this is... Oh, I see. It's actually the wrong way around. Let's reset this. So this should be average home rule. Thomas, welcome to the stream. Kiwi, if you're new, be sure to drop a follow. Yeah. I appreciate you doing the stream work. Thanks for the follow, Thomas. I'm getting close to that 50 mark, which is kind of nice. Definitely nice to see that people appreciate it. Yeah, I don't have a bot yet, so it's good if you're a little bit of a bot, Kiwi. I don't mind. Once I hit affiliate with 50, I can make you VIP, no problem. So let's see, average home goal. And then it would be partition by season. And we probably need an order by in there. Order by home goal. I'm guessing no. Let's just run just this. I need to take a hint on this one. This is way too hard. I'm just not experienced with partition by. That's like the one that really gets me a lot. You're partitioning the average goals scored in over clauses. Ah. Hold on a second. Thomas, I really thought that I wouldn't find anything about DS on Twitch. Do you mean data science? Kiwi, I'm going to do a big fat math competition book prep this year. Are you going to stream it on Twitch? That would be really cool. I think the data community would love to have that. Yeah, so Thomas, I'm not a data scientist. I don't know if you read my bio. I'm like in all the other spectrums of the data analytics parts, but not data science. But of course, I mean, I collaborate with data scientists in my day job. And it's important for me to understand more of what they do. And of course, yeah, things like time series forecasting and things like that, they interest me a lot. So, I mean, some ML and DS would be really good with data analysis. Yeah, I mean, certainly from a job perspective anyway. I mean, more and more things are becoming, let's say, very strongly analytical or very strongly founded in data science because of large data sets where it's not possible to do those things in SQL anymore. Although I have seen something very recently about doing machine learning in SQL. And it's something I'm probably going to be trying out in one of the upcoming streams, because I'm very curious to know if that really works. Yeah. ML and SQL, oh boy, yeah, exactly. But I mean, because typically you'd have to install, you know, Python or use BigQuery or something like that, right? So if you can do it in SQL, it would be interesting. I mean, there is a kind of learning component. You could sort of construct trees in some way for like a decision tree thing. I don't know. I have to read more about it before I would do it on stream anyway. Unless, you know, unless we want to just go full in on that in a stream. So Thomas says, I recently started learning Python and SQL. Fantastic. Very, very useful languages, both of them. I mean, Python, R, and SQL are like the data analysis holy grail, basically. I would use DataCamp to learn data science and data analysis, but I have no money. Well, Kiwi, the subscription to DataCamp is not so bad. That being said, there are a lot of free resources out there. I mean, Udemy, for example, has some stuff. And I mean, I'm sure you can also find other sites. Ooh, how much is the subscription? Let me tell you. I will go just take a peek and we can find out if I can get into my subscription. So I've just blurred it because I don't want you guys to see my personal details. Where is this thing? My dashboard. Account settings. Subscription. So it's $180 a year. So that is the answer. So I'll just go back to, let's keep making progress. Yeah, so calculate the average goals scored. So we need to rank over. So $180 a year here in Romania, that is a 1/4 of some of our salaries. Adult salaries, I have none. Yeah, I think 180 a year is all right. I mean, obviously in some countries the purchasing power is higher than in others. Switzerland has very high salaries, so we have high purchasing power. Things are expensive too, but generally speaking, when we have stuff online like that, we have a lot more leeway, I would say. But I've also sort of played with the idea of doing like a giveaway on stream. Something like that could be a cool giveaway to say like, let's do like a little competition. I'll make like a quiz and people answer the quiz and whoever scores best could win a subscription, for example. Personally, I've never done any courses from Udemy, but I have heard very good things about them. So DataCamp is not the only option, definitely. Let's see if we can figure this one out. Partition by season. I'm going to take the hint again because I don't remember. You're partitioning the average goals scored in over clauses by match season. So average goals, yeah, over season. Over average goals. Partition by, hold on, it's rank over that we're missing. Rank average goals over partition by season. So Thomas says, I bought 2 courses on Udemy for $22 and I'm learning so much. That's great to hear that. That's fantastic. No output. Although, yeah, maybe it's because it's just, we need to, let's comment this out. Ugh. Column goals doesn't exist. Home goal. That's the one. Within group is required for ordered set aggregate rank. Do we rank the season? Partition over average home goal. Oh, this one's a mind bender. Let's do the filters. Where? How do we know which one is theirs? ID. ID. Home team ID equals 8673. Oops. Or away team ID is 8673. I think this is rank average home goal. Or is it home goal and just average? And then season. That'd be right. Partition by season makes more sense. Hey, nice. So here now we can just cheat, and instead of here we do a waggle. Oopsie, forgot my comma because I removed that before. Thomas, okay, I'm gonna stop distracting you in the chat and let you do your thing. So meta when I read that. The reason I'm doing this, Thomas, is so that people can ask questions. I could do this in my own time, just by myself. I would also talk to myself, even if it wasn't on stream. But I want to give people the opportunity to ask questions. I think that's important. So we submit. Oh, nice. You've generated an ordered data set with window functions to compare each game's score to averages for that season. So it's pretty cool if you think about it from an analytical perspective. So this is just one team. Basically, you can see the location. This is super cool, yeah. I'm not into football, but this is like a really cool analysis. So you can see like this, for example, you wrap this as a CTE, right? You say like match data. You wrap this in a thing. And then you can do an analysis saying, okay, were they better when they played away or home, for example? That kind of stuff. Super cool. So let's continue. What have they got for us next? Oh yeah, partitioning multiple columns. Whew. So I was hoping to get complicated stuff today, and I have gotten my wish. Because I don't like doing easy stuff, honestly. It's just a bit boring. I hope everyone on stream is also enjoying the more difficult things. Yeah, I mean, Kiwi, same with me in math. I mean, obviously, if you're going to do an Olympiad, then you obviously don't like taking it easy. Where are you tuning in from, Thomas? As Kiwi was saying, they're in Romania. Which, of course, time zone-wise, easy time zone, right? Same as here. It's just shy of 10:30 in the evening. But I never know if this time is good or bad for certain time zones, you know? Oh, wow. Colombia. So it must be very early for you. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still the middle of the afternoon for you. Very cool. Glad you're tuning in. Construct two window functions. Partitioning the average of home and away goals by season and month. Okay. So average home goal. Partition by... Oh no, this is rank, sorry. So we do over. Partition by... season, comma, extract month from date. So this is a very nifty function, by the way, this one here. So DataCamp is using Postgres, which is my favorite SQL flavor, Postgres. Thomas, where are you from? So I'm Canadian, but I live in Switzerland, and I'm also Swiss, so I'm Swiss Canadian. Hence my somewhat accentless English, I would say. I can also talk like a Swiss person would, but it's a bit strange. if you know any Swiss people. They would speak probably like this. At least the Swiss Germans. We have 4 official languages actually here. Most people only know 3. German, French, and Italian. But we also have Romansh, the 4th language, which only about, I think only like 100,000 people speak it. So what are we doing here? We are doing an average over the season and month. Ooh, okay. Assuming they played more than 1 game per month, of course. Excellent. That's what I like to see. Oh, sliding windows. Okay, that's the first time I have ever heard this term. I swear. So just to be clear, we still have these exercises to complete today. I will not end the stream before getting to here. I can't do it now. I'm a completionist. I'm sorry. Sliding. Oh, I see. That's really cool. This is actually one of the niftiest functions within window functions. Sliding windows. Almost sounds like we're building a building in The Sims or something. Just slide this window over to the left. Create running calculations between any 2 points in a window. Preceding, following, and current row. Yeah, this is like a little bit similar to like last and things like that. So you can calculate. We will expand on the examples discussed in the video, which we didn't watch together. That's fine. Calculating the running total of goals scored by FC Utrecht, which is a Dutch team. That much I know. I'm not into football again, but when they were the home team during the 2011-2012 season. That's very... Oh, look at that. They even have this question in here that I just asked. Do they score more goals at the end of the season as home or away? So that's a really useful thing to do. So average home goal over order by running total and running average. Home goal. So we want to rows between. I have forgotten how to do rows between. Assessing the running total of home goals. Assessing the running average. Ordering both the running... wait a second. This is from plus away goal. Maybe that's right. This is a tricky one. Rows between. We're gonna cheat. Because I don't remember the syntax. Rows between. Oh, come on. All right, we'll just... rows between. Unbounded preceding and unbounded following. Wow, that's... I don't remember that at all. basically just saying one between, basically. So average home goal. Oh, this was the total. What do we want to order it by though? Date, home goal, away goal. Order by... Maybe that's correct. Maybe it's not. It's a bit of a tricky one. Create a running total and running average of home goals. Yeah. Submit and get the error. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it doesn't like this at all. I'm gonna reset this to the original, just so I can see. So this is correct, that I know. Home team ID 9908 and season blah blah blah. This is also correct. The over, I know that. You're using unbounded preceding and current row. I thought that was using one up and one below. You see, this is why it's so good to do this course again, even if you already know SQL, basically. I learned it on the go, more or less. So I'm really happy that I'm doing this, because I can just really make sure that I know how to use these things properly. So running total. So do I even need something here? I think it's just running total and running average of home goals. Okay. I don't know. Seems like within group is required for ordered set aggregate rank. I need to see what they did here. Oh, of course, it was just some. Of course, it was just some. We were so close. I feel better knowing that I was very close. Sliding windows. Yeah, I would definitely need to do more work with those to be more comfortable using them on a daily basis. So, slide to the right. In this exercise, you will slightly modify the query by sorting the dataset in reverse order and calculating backward running total from the current row to the end of the data. So date, home goal, away goal, sum is just a total. Order by, what did they want us to order by in the end? By the team. I was just using date because that's the common column here. That's fine. So average home goal over date between current row and unbounded preceding. Oops. There we go. So those are basically, as it says here in the description, from the current row to the end of the data set, earliest record. Oh. Is that not right? Ordering both running and running total by date. Descending. Rows between current row backward running total. Hey Thomas, welcome back. Where'd you go? Oh, I see. No problem. Yeah. What did you make something, or did you just get a snack? I'm feeling kind of snackish as well. But I shouldn't eat this late before going to bed. It's probably not a good idea. Lockdown belly is a real thing. It doesn't like this. Unbounded preceding. Postgres rows between. Oh, is it following? Because it's this has to be following then. Get the right answer. There we go. One, you can reverse your calculations with your window functions to best suit your needs. So what they did here was calculated backwards with the most recent entry and the oldest entry, giving us an error because it cannot go backwards. So here, for example, in this lowest running average, I mean, it's a very small value. It's probably dividing by nothing or something. I would omit that one. There's a way, probably a way to do that. Bringing it all together. This seems scary. Ooh, setting up a home team CTE, away CTE, and then adding a window function. So this will be it. This is going to be the big one. Identify matches as home away wins. They want us to use a case when the home goal is greater than the m.away goal. Then it's an MU win. When yes, a snack, just some bocadillo. I don't know if it has a translation to the English. Well, we're definitely gonna look what that is. Ooh, like a sandwich. Spanish bread. Looks very nice. I'm sure there's like a... Oh, or you mean this? That's interesting. So there's the sandwich version or the jelly. Guava jelly. Ah. I've never had that. That's so cool. Every day you learn something new. That's what I like about being connected to people around the world. The jelly one. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Do you just put it on bread? Like, you do like a spread like peanut butter. Else tie end as outcome from match. Left join team on m dot. This is for the home team ID. Home team ID. Filter for 2014. Where? Oh, where season equals. I eat it with cheese. Oh yeah, but jam and cheese, that's like the glorious combination that so many people don't know about. We like in Switzerland, we obviously eat a lot of cheese, and we typically actually eat cheese with jam. It's like if you have like a very salty hard cheese, for example, having like raspberry jam or strawberry jam is delicious. Also with very soft cheeses like brie, for example, it's also very nice. Sort of balances the flavors. 2014, 2015. Should do a cheese stream one day. Just show different types of cheeses. I don't think that's a really good one for Twitch though. Probably better for YouTube. And team long name equals Manchester United. We should definitely check how they're spelled. Oh yeah, it's okay, Manchester United. It's not a bad idea. Thank you for your support, Thomas. It's most appreciated. So these are the matches and these are the results. All right. Submit. This is the first CTE. Please don't make me rewrite that. Good. Fill out the logical operators, join the table on away team ID. So it's exactly the same thing, but just when they're the away team. So we're just gonna copy from before and use the away team ID instead. The lazy version. Oh, okay. Check the highlighted code. Checker expected to find MU loss. Oh. Okay, so it did the loss first. That's fine. So when the home goal was less than the away goal, then they lost. When the home goal was over the away goal, then they won. That's not right. It's this way. Like that. So when... Yeah, that's correct. Oh, oops. Forgot about changing that. Away team ID. Great job. You correctly constructed a case statement. This will become your second CTE. Ooh, yeah. Now we're getting to some long queries. Ooh, yeah. Much nicer. Set up the home team CTE. So with, what are we calling it? Home. It's fine. And we have away. This is like something I would write now. So let's do select the relevant data from CTs into the main query. So the team names. So we have team long name, which is fine. Where are we going to take it from? We can take it from either, probably. Wait a second. No, this is the date from the match. the date of the match. Then we have the home dot team long name. Then we have the away team long name. The date and the goals. M dot home goal. Join the CTs onto the match table. Inner join for security. Home on m.id equals home.id. Another inner join. Basically just putting all of these together now. Away. Oh, come on. Like that. And we receive all the matches where Man U was either home team or away team with the results. This is the easiest way to do that. Yep. Now what do they want us to do? They want us to do some crazy window function now. Yep. All right, so width. So the CT always starts with width at the very top. So this is home. I don't know why they make you rewrite this, to be honest. It doesn't, there's not a lot of value for me in rewriting this. Like, I wouldn't make someone rewrite this in the exercise. That's just my opinion, though. Very nice song. Beautiful. Beauty for sale. So select, oh, forgot this. Away. Got distracted by music. Select distinct. Date. Home dot team long name. Away dot team long name. And we need to do some rank the matches by date. Rank over. Rank the matches in order by the difference in scores. Ooh. Partition by descending. That could be correct. I guess we'll find out. Thomas asks, you have a degree. I do have a degree. I have a Bachelor of Science in International Hospitality Management, which has literally nothing to do with data analytics. Why do you ask? So team long name, what do we need to join here? Ah, it's just the match ID. So just home, like before, home.id. Come on. Inner join, away, away.id. Ooh, okay. Desk. So this is not correct. Rank over. Yeah, I'm just curious why you asked, Thomas, because my typical response, or one of the reasons I'm streaming on Twitch, is because there isn't really a lot of studies that are geared towards, I mean, formal studies that are geared towards data analytics as a profession. So that's why I feel it's very important to educate. Like, yeah, like doing DataCamp stuff. Rank the matches in order by the difference in scores. In descending order. Error at descending. Just to know how, I apologize if it was inappropriate. No, not at all, Thomas. You're allowed to ask everything. I would tell you if I didn't want to answer. So Algebra asks, is DataCamp free? I think there are some free courses, but in general, you need a paid subscription. And someone asked earlier how much it was. It's 180 a year for the subscription I'm on. I don't know if that covers everything, but that is the one that I'm on, which I'm able to do. I think I'm able to do as many courses as I want under that. Are you planning on taking a course, Algebra? You're welcome. Doesn't like this. Why doesn't it like that? Partition by. Oh. Can I even order by? Probably. Don't need to partition here. So Algebra says, well, I'm about to graduate and I'm looking forward to expand my knowledge more, so why not? That's a very great perspective, in my opinion, to want to continue learning, which is one of the reasons I'm on DataCamp. Even though I already know SQL and I'm taking an SQL course, I'm trying to improve, and you can see that I still make mistakes, right? I don't know how to do everything perfectly, so there's always room for improvement. And Thomas says it's just that I'm finishing this year my school and I don't have a clue of what I want to study. Well, I think trying stuff is a good approach. That's how I did it. I mean, hospitality for me was a great choice. I really love the world of gastronomy, for example, but I wasn't able to get a day job in that field, specifically in like hospitality technology. I wanted to try something that combined both, but I graduated just over 10 years ago, and the opportunities were not there. I think the industry wasn't ready yet for the whole data analytics stuff. Algebra says, right from a bird perspective view, SQL coding and all stuff about CS are skills. The more you do it, the better you are. Yeah, practice makes perfect, right? Which, speaking of perfect, bam, if we submit this exercise, we get 100 XP. Finally, if you like this course, let your instructor know. Oh, actually, I'm not sure who the instructor was. Senior data scientist at Greenhouse Software Company. That feeling when you get 100 XP. They know what they've done with gamification in this course. Most definitely. Yeah. So what happened? Wow. I actually just completed intermediate SQL. Oh. Okay. That was pretty cool. So this would be, oh nice, this would be, the next course would be Postgres, summary stats, and window functions. That could be even more. Fetching, ranking, and paging. Oh, that would be great. I've never done paging with dense rank and stuff like that. So this is specific to Postgres. Thanks for the encouragement, Chad. Appreciate that. So this course actually looks really cool. Let's go back here. Let's just to show you what it looks like. So I'm in this track called SQL Fundamentals. This track for me is the right one because there's it's consisting of 5 parts where they're focusing on Postgres, and I love Postgres, so so this one here, for example, these are like, this course is created by a data scientist, right? So it's probably quite advanced. So the intermediate one, I found this quite difficult now at the end, which is really good. That's really good for me. So this next one here will be this summary stats. And the last one is this functions for manipulating data. And then I can do a test. Oh, I did it already. Oh, that's interesting. So actually I scored in the test that I did. This was in the last stream. I actually scored in the 95th percentile, which means I perform better than 95% of people who've taken the test. Now, there's not enough data to show the compare view, which tells me not that many people have taken this test. Algebra says, I had a class about data warehouses during my 6th semester. We used to learn about these functions there. Rank, dense rank, partition by, but I haven't used them in a while, so I mostly forgot them. That's usually what happens. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah, I mean, I was very surprised to score that high. So technically, I can get the statement of accomplishment once I finish these 2. So it told me I needed another 3 hours for what we did today in just shy of 2 hours while streaming. So yeah, I'm obviously at a level where I'm about 50% faster than they estimate. So this is like another 2 hours, let's say, and another 2 hours here. So that's definitely like 2 streams worth of content right there if I would continue doing this. How do you feel, Chad, about having more streams about, yeah, like these really hardcore learning streams? Because I do have some ideas in the backlog. If I can just cut over, I can just take a peek at what some of them would look like. Because there's definitely like a few here. This is like my Twitch Trello board. I'm deliberately blurring it so you don't see all my ideas. But there's definitely some really cool ideas in here that I would like to do on some upcoming streams. So Thomas, I will probably don't understand anything, but it's nice to see. I think you're probably following just fine, but it's good to know that you take it with humor as well. Yeah, this particular idea here that I'm highlighting now, that's the one I think I would like to do next. There's also like, I did some streams last week and the week before about Pokemon, and I think gaming stuff is always really interesting. I'm a gamer myself as well, so would like to do a gaming related one as well, but for that I need to get a bit more data. I have to see if I can find something. But yeah, that is pretty much it for today, I think. Unless Chad, you want to see something specific. So yeah, so they estimate 21 hours for this course. I don't think it's taking me 21 hours. I just feel like motivated to keep learning Python and SQL, seeing other people doing the same. Oh, that's great to hear that. I mean, if I can even just be a slight motivational force for one person, then it's totally worth it that I'm streaming. It's already worth it to me then. Yeah, so then it just the only thing left to say is is thank you for joining today and keeping me company while I plow through the DataCamp SQL stuff. And so I do stream. Thank you both. Thank you everyone who joined today. I do stream twice a week normally, Mondays, and probably also Friday or Saturday. It changes every week, depending on my availability with work and whatnot. So just check the schedule or follow on LinkedIn as well. I do announce it on LinkedIn when I'm gonna fire up a stream. I usually announce it in the morning, but the Monday one is fixed for sure. So hope to see you again later this week or in the future. And I hope you have a good rest of your day if you're in Colombia, or good rest of the evening or morning. Who knows where you are in the world. With all of us being at home anyway, most of the time now, it's quite an interesting thing. So yeah, thanks again and catch you next time.